In this lesson, we'll learn about command handler. So let's see. In the earlier lessons, we have wrote only a single file, that is index.js. Everything we wrote in only one single file. So if the project has a bot project has a simple commands like this, that is fine. But what if the commands are increasing day by day? Then only maintaining a single file would be a bit tough to maintain everything in a single file. Also, if you observe everything we are writing in an nested if else. So if you want to get a ban command, so now it will check all these if conditions. So this is a performance hit as well. So that's the reason we'll see a better way to handle these things in this lesson. So now I'm copying everything from the ping statement to the ban statement at the end. So let me copy everything from here to here. I've cut this code and I have please take this as a backup. I'm taking this as a backup in some of the Notepad++ editor. So now let's start. So what is command handler? So I will take this file explorer. Let me create one folder. So now what we are going to do is we are creating one folder and creating the files, respective files, and moving all these commands into those files, which makes the code very much easy to understand and easy to scalable in future. For that, I'm creating a folder at the root level, naming it as commands. Here I'm creating adding files. I'm giving ping.js file. So this is the first command, file we have used. So the second one is user info. So this is the second one. So let me add all these files like user info, server info, user info. And also we have two more like pick, pick command and ban command as well. We have seen these many commands. So now we will separate all this. I will start with this ping command. So I have opened this ping command file. This is empty at now. So let me write some code like module dot export. So I'm using module dot exports. So this is the way I'm trying to export this file such that other files can use this data. I'm using module. This is a Node.js module level, and I'm trying to export this object so that we can use this file and this object in the index.js. So that's my idea. So in this export, what we are going to write is this is an object. I'm taking the name. We can create a name property. This is a ping command, and I'm giving a description here. So in this description, you can write what this command exactly do. So simple ping message, simple ping command. This description should tell what this exact command is going to do. So this is an optional one we can have or not. So you can give any of the property names. This is not like a name or description or execution. So these are not the keywords. These are not standard. You can give any of the names. But in general, if you give name, it means the command name, description of the command, and execute function. You need to take an execute function here, and which takes message comma arguments as a parameters. And here you're going to do what the command is going to do. So message dot send dot pong. So this is what we wrote at the beginning of the lesson. So this is a simple export function. So I wrote an simple export function. You need to do the same for all the remaining other files. And what is the core logic that you need to copy paste here? So let's do that later. So let's check how to access this ping in the index.js file. So I'm going to index.js file. So here I'm importing one more file system, fs constant file fs is equal to. Now I'm importing require. So require of fs. So fs means file system. We have not installed this file system because Node.js has this file system module by default. So that's the reason we have imported this file system and assigning that to a constant variable fs. So the reason why we are doing this is now we are going to extract all the files from this commands folder, and thereafter we are trying to execute that in this code. So let's see that step by step. So once I have imported all the file system Node.js module in a variable, the second step I'm going to do here is I'm going to add an property to this client object. We have a client object, and I'm adding one more property. This is a custom property like, so I'm adding commands property to this object, and I'm assigning new discord dot collections. So collection is nothing but it is a way of map. If you understand what is a map in JavaScript, it is a data set, so which has key value pair. So in the same way, this Discord also has the collection object. In this way, we could able to create a collection object, and we are assigning that to the client's commands property. So let me do another step so that we can understand more why we have taken this as a collection. So now just we have taken a collection object into the commands. So now I'm taking a command files. So now we are going to fetch all the files from the folder, from the commands folder. So that's the reason fs file system dot, if you do file system read directory sync. So this is a file, this is a name of the property in file system, where this will read all the files which are available in this commands folder. So now each and every file which are available in this commands folder, it will be reading this file system module. So once we get all these files, so in this command folder, we have a number of files. We'll be getting all these files here now, but we need to filter them only with the JS files. Even if you, by mistake, if you copy any of the text file in this command also, this file would be reading that, but it is unnecessary. We only need the .js file so that our commands go into that logic. So here I'm trying to filter the values. So filter takes an item, filter item. This can be anything item of this array. So later I'm filtering that file dot, which ends with JS. So here I'm using JS. So now we, from this point, it will return. I'm trying to take an file system explorer. I'm trying to read the commands folder. Now it will get all the commands folder data. Thereafter, I'm applying a filter, and I'm checking whether the file is ended with JS or not. So that I'm making sure that no other files are picked here. So here we'll be getting an array like this. In the command files, we'll be getting an array where it consists of ping.js. So all the files, related files.js, you'll be getting like ping.js, server info.js, and user info.js. Like that, you'll be getting all the JS files in an array. So till this point, you'll be getting all the file systems. So after that, we need to we need to know how to execute these files in the message event. Let's see that in the next lesson.